Yeah. Sometimes I get so mad, there's no controlling me. My thoughts get so bad, I'm like, I might grab a bat, I don't know. My wrath, my blood boils over like, oh God, here goes. I lost all feeling from my head to my toes. You said some shit that I can't let go, so just stay tuned for the rest of the show. So have you ever felt betrayed? Switches how you see things, realize something needs change. Cause I know you got me up, let me show you what's up. Cause enough is enough. I'll take a face full of pavement just to make a statement. I know there's no turning back. Oh God, adrenaline wasted, so mad I can taste it. I know there's no turning back. I'll do what it takes, I ain't making mistakes like that. I'll put it on your face to make you go take it back. I'll lose my shit and I go crazy when I'm mad. And now you go wish you would shut the fuck up real bad. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. And now that I'm gone, yeah, I know there's no turning back. I'll take smoke, I'ma poke a hole through you, choking's overdue. Come at me and you won't get any older, dude. Crack your holder too. Heating up inside of me, blood so violently. Thanks for trying me. Now it's finally time to see how this rivalry becomes a dynasty.
Well, hello. How is everybody? Thought I was going to do a little bit of painting today. Sophie, I tried to look for the Italian stuff. I couldn't find it. So I know that people said they wanted to cook on Monday. That's probably what we're going to go ahead and do if you're okay with that. If not, let me know. Hey, Lindsay, how are you? So what? How are you? I had to get a Walmart food order, so I was up early. What'd you order, girlfriend? So I was going to take somebody's advice. This did not work too well. This craft did not work too well. Thank you. So to the advice of somebody else, except this isn't mountains, we're going to go ahead and paint this, and I'm going to bedazzle it a little bit. Hey, Patty Scarface. How are you? So the live is titled, oh, okay. Well, just, can you order me another one? I want a pink one.
You want a pink one?
I want a pink ring.
Same size, right?
No, my finger's shrunk. Okay. So what colors do you think I should go with, guys? We have a we have a real red, and I got these at Walmart. These paints actually, of course, if you want to go to the Dollar Tree, go to the Dollar Tree. They have the acrylic, but they run out really easy. So I have from the Dollar Tree, they're 58 cents right now. And one of these little trays, make sure you get one of these, and then you have the paint brushes. So what I like to do with the paintbrushes, so I get a better crisp little line. Make sure you get your skizzers, and always make sure when you're holding skizzers, you hold them like this because you don't want to have a little accident. So I'm going to cut this a little bit on the bottom. As such. And you have this. Hey, Dorothy. So put a 1 in the chat if you would like to know why we're talking about the Ghost of Christmas Past. I also have a Princess Purple. I have a Peachy Pink. I have a Bright Magenta. I thought it said Bright Tampon. Okay, thank you. And I have I think that's it. So, Dorothy, I'm going to let you choose, my love. And Dorothy is one of my MVPs. I love Dorothy. Thank you, Lindsay. So, Dorothy, you pick what colors you want. Let's go ahead. We will pick you like Princess Purple, right, Dorothy? Lindsay, hold on. Stay in here. So we're going to do that. Dorothy, which color do you want to do? Peach, fuchsia, or magenta? And we have 19 people in here. If you guys could hit the like button, that would be great. Or we have a coral, by the way. Friend or foe, I don't know. Hit the like button on the way in. That'd be great. So I wanted to, okay. Let's go ahead and do, let's do, we have 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 3. Thank you. Hey, hello, Papa. Would you like to come up, please? I found a recipe for breaded potato wedges, so I'm sending hubby out for oil. Okay, awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead and pronoun the shit out of this, but on my own beings and stuff like that, I was talking to my therapist because I see a therapist every week, and we discussed some of it. Let me go ahead and drop the link here for All Things Serious. If you guys have not subscribed to him, Sophie, could you drop his link in the chat, please? If there is a creator that comes in here, if you guys could drop the link also for Miss Heidi, for yourself, for drop the mic. If Ann is still in there, hey, When Whispers, you can drop the link for, thank you. Heidi, oh, Savage Speaks. And George, of course. So, hey, Miss Liability. There are a few things that I want to address. Thank you, Sophie. Or Lindsay, you can drop them too. I know Lindsay can drop links. The Ghost of Christmas Past. Exactly one Christmas ago, I was with Clint, and it was a little lonely. And believe you me, I know that I'm not the only person that is by myself on the holidays, or Clint, because, you know, we have family out of the state and I have family that's simply not talking to me. And we had dinner. We had dinner flown in. So what I wanted to address were the phone calls that were made. And this was of March of this year. And I'm not doing that anymore. Absolutely not doing that anymore. So when I say the past, this would be the person in the past. There is no meat and potatoes to cover with me because I'm not that same person. I'm not that person that grabs the link every time that there's a fight going on and somebody may need me to defend them. I don't do that anymore. Except Lindsay's live. I will take that back. Lindsay, your birthday live was absolutely smashing. And while Lindsay is in here, here's the reason why I felt the need to break bread with Lindsay. And it wasn't so much about breaking bread. I am sorry, Lindsay, that I called you horse face. I am sorry that I made fun of your teeth. You did not deserve that. And I kind of feel a little bit like a free spirit, like Lindsay is, because Lindsay goes to different rooms and Lindsay can't go live. Lindsay can't go live because her password was changed. I don't know if it's any different. But I like Lindsay. Lindsay's a very controversial person in the community. But she's my controversial because I'm a very, very different person than I used to be. There is no Jen 2020 with the conspiracy theories and all that bullshit. I'm not that person anymore. I don't like the bullying. I don't like making fun of people anymore because you know why? Because there's stuff that's wrong with me. Lindsay is cool. She's very cool. Again, as I said a few days ago, thank you, Sophie. I appreciate it. And you can drop JJ's and all that. I don't really care. I just would hope that the people that I am speaking to, that please understand, I do have family that comes in here. Right. There are conspiracy theories like Bigfoot. There's conspiracy theories about whatever. What I've learned from the person who hates me, and that's fine because I really don't give a shit, is a conspiracy theory is something that you veer towards a crazy person. And I don't know why it bugs me so much when people say that. I talked to my therapist about this, and honestly, it comes from a place of ignorance. Like I said, when people think of the 1900s, back when they had insane asylums and stuff like that, they would do god awful things to people. They would just drop people off and leave them there for the rest of their lives. Shock treatment, stuff like that. Just horrible shit that nobody should have to go through. I've been inpatient before, years and years ago. And that's kind of how I found out my kidneys were junk. And I myself was in a really good place where I felt like I was getting help. Hold on for a second. I think that's my Brenna. Hey, Kendra. So back in 2020, that was when my dad passed away. And people that had been with me, my IG following and stuff like that, my Cup of Gens, which are going to be coming back. Right. I mean, there's Bigfoot, there's the Sasquatches. We have a couple Sasquatches in the community, in my opinion. So things that have happened in the past, meaning even the phone calls that were made in 2023, it's not even an excuse. If just leave it the fuck alone, respectfully. Leave it alone. Because nobody knows why they were made, but there are no more calls ever being made. Unless it's like a weirdo that like throws a rock through my window or something like that. If you didn't drop Heidi's channel, please drop Heidi's channel. I never thought I would talk to Heidi again. I never thought that I would talk to Marie again. But I did some rancid shit to the both of them. I have said racial comments in the past. I have, when I had the breakdown, honest to God, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. But prior to that, there's no excuse for my behavior. There was no excuse for the videos. Thank you, Sophie. There was no excuse for any of it. I was pissed off at the world because my mother passed, and there were people that just wouldn't let it go. And they were saying god awful shit. And at that time, there wasn't any coming back from it. And I'm going to speak about my mom because my mom was a great person. And there were a few people, and I've said it before, and I will say it one more time. There are a few people from the community that my mother really, really loved. And sometimes I feel like you have to say sorry a lot. But I also feel like that saying that you're sorry and having a change, whatever in your life, it sometimes falls on deaf ears and horrible hearts. I don't have this channel up. I don't have anybody's kids up here on my channel. I don't have any lives or anything where I'm dragging people. There's a lot of things, even on my prior channel, I never had. I regret an interview that I did. I shouldn't have done it. I didn't know that guy. I didn't know his wife. I didn't know what the hell was going on in that situation. I hadn't done it, but I did take the video down. I did apologize about the video because it wasn't right. I shouldn't have done it. Right. And I fully believe that the person that I'm beefing with right now, I can never, ever be your meat and potatoes anymore. You want to know why? Because there's nothing that I do to warrant anybody covering me. So if you want to cover me doing crafts or doing my Sunday fun days, which I spoke to Brenna today, on Sundays, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing crafts. Brenna is one of my best friends. I've known her for years. On my good and my bad days, my 5 friends understand that I was not in a good place. And sometimes we can look back on it and laugh. And so the Sundays are going to be, oh, it's Schindler 100. While Amber's in here. A lot of people don't like Amber. That's fine. You don't have to like Amber. Sometimes I don't understand what goes through her head. And there are times that she probably doesn't understand what goes through my head. But I will say this, Amber is one of the reasons that I'm here. And Amber, I'm really sorry to you because there were things that I said that scared people. I did not know what was going on. Somebody probably told me shit and I just ran with it, about the kiddos and stuff like that. Gmail. I never meant to scare anybody. That was not me. I threw a funeral for somebody and I ripped off my mother's cathedral necklace and I've never been able to find it. I did not realize when you go on the internet, I showed everything. I went to the pharmacy, I picked up medication, and somebody found out what my pharmacist's name was. My therapist for Clint and I, that I'd had for years, he was doxed his first and last name, and he got mass called. Those videos that were absolutely horrible. That's not me anymore. Do Clint and I get in arguments? Absolutely. Do they result in me flipping my shit and getting physical? Absolutely not. And never, ever again, ever. Because I'm not that person. So if we've crushed the shit, yeah, I think. And there were a lot of people that were scared for me. And it's not so much about giving a shout out. I know that some of you guys don't like Kat, the US Navy. I sat on the phone with her and I truly thought she was Carol frickin' Baskins. That's how bad off I was in my head. And that woman sat on the phone with me for hours. So whether you like her or not, I like her. She messages me with wonderful Christmas things and encourages me. I don't fault anybody for whoever they are or whatever. I love who I love and who's in my heart. Like Lindsay. When I was in the hive, I felt very, very included. I did. I did. And when I left the hive, Jules, shit started happening. I never said you ordered the pizza. I never threatened you. I said I felt threatened. I said it in a freaking message. I never said you ordered the pizza. I don't know who ordered the pizza. I'm not ever going to be your meat and potatoes because there's nothing that I'm covering other than today that would warrant you covering me. And I believe that you're going after Kendra and I because we look like we're weak. That's what I believe. I think you wake up with a negative, horrible attitude. And I don't believe that when I was going through my crisis, I don't believe that you were backing me up. I think when other people started covering me, I think that's when you said, oh, that's not okay. That's what I think. And I do believe, and I possibly have receipts for this, that you wanted to interview somebody. And that's not cool. So I've spoken to Cooch. Cooch took some videos down. Thank you, Cooch. I really, really, really appreciate it. Anne, you guys don't have to like Anne. I love Anne. There are some people I haven't spoken to. I will give credit to Brooke. She didn't cover me. I think she was genuinely scared. We don't talk anymore, but she didn't cover me, and that's the truth. I had people come to my hearings. That wasn't cool. Never got an apology for that. Secret Treasures that's been coming in. I was horrible to her. Sarah Mother Effin, she came in. I was horrible to her. Hi, Jen. I will be the first to admit that I prayed for you to get arrested because in my heart, I think you needed the help, but you so needed, but Jesus, all this needs to be left behind, please. You're right, Virgie. It does. And there are things that I'm saying now. You know what? Honestly, Virgie, not to be whatever, I'm an adult and I had a lot of things happen to me. And I would think that my therapist that's a little more qualified. And you need to understand, I have an immense amount of respect for you in this community. And I understand that you follow Jules, but I have that right to address her. What I said was, is I felt threatened by her. And because of her in my past, I have every right to bring it up. Jules, you have people modded in your room that have went real life at me. I don't know what real life is, but there's nothing real life that I plan on doing. I think that is your conspiracy theory. Thank you, Patrick. And prayers for Patrick. He is dealing with, he had brain cancer. He's went through surgeries and everything. I check in with Patrick as much as I can. And I love you. And he's got a wonderful family. And check him out on IG. Every now and then he goes on a cruise and he shows like musicals and stuff like that. And I love you, Patrick. And I believe right now he's not dealing with the cancer. I believe he's just taking some chemotherapy to make sure that nothing ends up happening further. So, Patrick, I'm really, really proud of you. I never gave up. I never told you, Jules, to get rid of your mods. I never told you to do that. But you deemed to go after me, and now I'm having conspiracy theories about things. But back when I was making those trees, you liked it. Virgie, I'm going to be the one to stop it. I'm going to be the one to stop it. I think you're a wonderful person. And Jules, you have the right to come in here, but you blocked me. And then you took to your panel. You took to your panel and you've been attacking me and you've been attacking Kendra. Because Savage Jules, Savage and George, they're taking care of it. They're looking out for me because I'm not looking to fight with you every day. But I do have boundaries and I'm going to exercise them. Virgie, it's okay. I have a very, very deep respect for you. From the beginning, you checked on me regularly. I'm now cancer-free, but like you said, have to be on chemo pills to prevent any tumor growth. So me addressing this today is not usually what happens in my life. Usually, thank you, Kendra. And Kendra, I'm sorry. Kendra and I are kind of like the redheaded stepchildren right now. Thank you, Debbie. Because we get looked at like we're weak. And maybe I am weak, and that's fine. Because I don't want to be that person to take the link anymore, but I'm not going to be that person who gets called Benevieve on crack when I've never done crack a day in my life. Do I post things about you, Jules? I certainly don't. Have I said anything cross about your parents? I certainly don't. Can you say that about my mother? I've never brought anybody in your family or directly knows you in my room. Can you say that? You can't. You don't own me. You don't own the rights of Jen Bailey because you covered me every single day. And even if you didn't go after me as much when I had that breakdown, you knew. I never asked you to get rid of your mods. You left because Lily came in because you don't like her. If you don't like somebody, then you shouldn't say anything to anybody and then play that you're a victim because nobody is a victim as long as you allow yourself to be. And I have zero problems with anybody that wants to come in my room. I know people from my IG that have come over here and they like some of the stuff that's going on. But I'm not the same person. I'm not. And there are some people that I feel like I don't have to make anything up to. And Jules, I'm not your punching bag. I got you monetized. And you said that on a live. So for that reason alone, I should never, ever, ever be your meat and potatoes. And I do believe that you know where Chloe is. I can't prove that right now, but I believe you know. Because how would you know that she's having her best life? Once everyone realized we've all made up our minds, and no matter what, anybody is going to change that, the better off we'll be. Happy holidays, Miss Mickey. And I would like for you to be able to come in, show everybody, anybody that's in the hive, prove to everybody that you guys don't always have to stay in that hive and you're not being controlled. I didn't do anything to Miss Mickey. So there should be no problems, Jules, if Miss Mickey wants to come in. I don't have a problem with Lisa. I had yanked all of the mods' wrenches, Jules, because I know you're watching me right now. You watch everything that I do. And how would you feel if one of your animals, somebody knew where it was? And I'm not saying that it's you, Jules. I'm just saying, in my heart, I believe you might. So that's not a conspiracy theory at all. But you wouldn't know that Chloe's living her best life unless possibly that you know. But again, the mods that you have in your room, one of them goes to other communities and still runs her mouth about me. I don't attack her. And I don't owe her my life or any apologies because she went after me too. So let's go ahead, Jules, and just, Jen, you won't ever be anyone's meat. Well, then maybe you should tell Jules not to say that because that is what she said. Maybe Jules doesn't. You can come in here anytime you want, Miss Mickey. I will always continue to think that you and I will do OnlyFans. And I'm just saying, if you ever want to come in, as long as, you know, Miss Lisa, that I did the crafts with, Lisa Ann. I just want you to know that it wasn't about me taking your wrench. I had taken a lot of people's wrenches. It had nothing to do with you. You had made one comment and you left the room, Lisa, and I would have wrenched you. So Lisa Ann, you can come in here anytime that you want, because she's the one who brought the dollar store to me. You can come in anytime you want. I miss Wanda. Wanda can come in here anytime she wants. So what I challenge to you guys is come in anytime you want. Hi, JJ. Miss Ann comes in here. People don't like Miss Ann. I love Miss Ann. Miss Heidi, Savage, Kat, the U.S. Navy vet. Maybe one or two people from the mob community, but I think they like, you know, sitting over there with their guys doing their thing. Muggsy. JJ. Cindy, who had a birthday yesterday, and she's an amazing person. But there are certain people that are never going to like me. And to those people, I wish you a great life. I truly do. Just leave me out of it. That's fine. And when Whispers, I love her. She checks in on me. She goes wherever she wants to go. But there are women in that hive that maybe never liked me to begin with, and that's fine. But there are women in that hive that I'm friends with or was friends with that don't come over anymore, Jules. And you said that you didn't care where anybody went as long as they didn't talk shit on you. You're not a victim. You're not. And I'm not going to be the reason that you can pay your bills every month either. So, Jules, all I ask of you, don't mention me. You don't want people to bug you? Don't tell them to bring it on. That's it. No, I have not seen Lisa. I know that she was sick. I don't know what's going on. Thank you. I love my hats. But you know what's a really good feeling? of not being the same person that you once were. Hey, Macy. Thank you. I love doing crafts. I'm not ready to go back to painting. And I may never paint again because it was something that my mom really liked. I remember I used to make flowers for her and I would shade them and stuff like that. And every week I spend 20 minutes in grief therapy trying to realize that she's not coming back. But what I do realize is the bond between my mom and I was so strong that I know she's looking down at me every day and she's saying, Jenny, I'm so proud of you. And Brooke, if you're listening, my mom really loved you and she loved all your hearts. So I like doing my crafts. I will always continue to do my crafts because that's what's therapeutical for me. I like the fact that people come in and everybody gets along. And for anybody that thinks that I'm not capable of change, that's also fine. And I probably did things to hurt people to where it's a point that they may never come back from it. But Jen of 2020, as Savage says, I used to grab every panel. And my mom was right. If you remember one of the videos, and if anybody has any videos of my parodies, I would really appreciate if you could maybe give me one so I could put it up because a lot of people miss the parodies. Again, I'm truly sorry to my family for the videos. And I truly believe that any creator or somebody that has manipulated them, I do believe that that their hearts at some point in time will realize how sorry I am. Oh, it isn't just Jules. She doesn't get that much credit for messing up my life. And the reason that I have to let it go about my mom is I remember when Clint walked in. And for a second, I feel like I did regress because when said people make comments about my crafts and stuff like that, Sophie was right. My therapist was right. When you finish something and you decide to do something again, that only proves how much therapy is working for you and it keeps your mind. I should have, thank you. Lindsay, I can do your parody so easy. I finally found a best. But Clint walked in and he said, Clint, can you tell them what you said about my crafts? Because I want it to come out of the horse's mouth.
No, I knew her for the last 3 months of her life, and I know that if she saw all those crafts, she would be more than impressed. She'd be so happy with, her. And I know exactly what she just said. These look fantastic, Jenny,
My mom would have said that. She would have said, you know what, Jenny, these look really good. Because I used to doodle little flowers and stuff, and she kept them. So that's why I started hanging things up. Daddy, we will let Clint pay the bills. Hey, Sylvie. I have a great therapist because that was the therapist that I saw prior to being incarcerated. So he was able to verify. And I just got another progress letter that I was going into a full-blown nervous breakdown. So if anybody thinks that you cannot have a nervous breakdown and it can last for months, you can. And I did.
You know what I told you that I want you to do, right?
What do you want me to do? Can you tell everybody? Because that's the reason I started doing the crafts and stuff like that.
I just want you to cover the wall with
He wants me to cover the wall with them and be surrounded by things that I did
your accomplishments
and my accomplishments. Thank you, Dorothy. And the reason I know, because my mom watches me, is I have my mom. This is the best thing that I have on my wall. And please understand, whoever watched her and you did it in good intent, she loved you very, very much. And when she said, and if you guys remember, this is when we all said our goodbye to her. My mom said, she goes, be there for Jenny. Be there for her. Because she's going to need it. And you know what? She was right. So to anybody that was there for me, or I've squashed everything with, and I do want to say KK, because every now and then I go in and visit her. And I've spoken to her and to Penelope about the pizzas and stuff like that. I wish somebody would have ordered one with pepperoni, but they were just coming so much, I was just stacking them up. It's hard not to live in the past. It is, because there's certain things that happen that do trigger me, because I was diagnosed with PTSD. And again, to anybody that I scared, I'm truly sorry. That was not me. And I will never, ever regress into the person that I was. That will never, ever happen again. It will never, ever happen again. And had my mother been alive, or maybe Clint or something like that, let her go to Rumble. Go to Rumble. It's not YouTube. And if you're angry at people like me and Kendra because we're an easy target, because you don't want to go at somebody that's strong like George or Savage or something like that, that only shows for who you are. I was diagnosed with PTSD and agoraphobia, stage 4 out of 5. Mental health is real. Hell yeah, it's real. And I don't grift. I don't. But if you would like to donate to my channel until I get monetized, because we're getting really, really cool emojis, and I'm going to do things that are fresh. I'm going to do things that are fun. Because of Clint and Amber, I kind of have my foot in the door to get interviews with people, and I'm very, very blessed for that. And I'm always going to be witty. I'm always going to be smart. I'm always going to say every word wrong, because that's how I am. And you know why? Because my mom always told me that you can never cage a butterfly. Right, Amber? Can never, ever cage a butterfly. You can never control people to do what you want and then scream that you're a victim. You can never do that. And please understand, my mother may not be here, but I'm a direct extension of her. I'm her daughter, and she loves me. And I know right now that she's looking down on me and looking down on all of you wonderful people and saying what she said before. Thank you for being there for my Jenny. And if you want to say Jenny, go ahead, because it makes, she just loved y'all, is all I need you guys to know. And I do thank you guys for coming in. I see a lot of people from different communities that come in, and everybody's talking and doing their thing. And that means a lot to me. I do have family that sometimes comes in. You look like the Village people.
Young girl. Are you listening to me?
I'm listening.
I said young girl.
Are you listening to me? I say young girl.
I'm going to take these back.
Okay. Do you want me to come with you?
If you want, I'm just going to.
So again, I propose to everybody. This is Christmas. We have Christmas coming up, and there are a lot of people that are not as fortunate, and a lot of people that are in the same situation as Clint and I, where you only have each other, or God forbid, people that only have themselves. It's been 10 years since my mother passed, and I still feel her. Absolutely. And in 20 years, you're still going to. I'll never be perfect, ever. But I'm Jen. 67 people hit the like button because Jen is gonna miss you. And wherever Intergalactive is, I love you. I know Virgie thinks adding God in here makes her sound nice, but her comment always goes, oh, Karma, I'm so happy. It's okay to cry and stuff like that. I talked to my therapist about that too. I said, God, why am I crying all the time? You know what he said? Because you're feeling emotions now instead of acting on them. So, Intergalactive, where you are, I love you. Come back whenever you want or when you feel ready to. Some of the best friends you'll meet, you can meet them offline. And some of the most dangerous people that you meet, you can also meet them online. So just always remember, protect your mental health because there are people that aren't going to. Please understand, Lindsay, if you could put the numbers in here, you can call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. I believe that's what it's called. And there is a person that is completely non-biased that will listen to you for hours if you need it. Believe me, I know. And I was not feeling that way. So you do not have to feel, you don't have to feel the S word ever, never, ever. And just say, I'm not okay. And again, like I said, it is okay to not be okay. It's okay to miss your family. It's okay if you, for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, still miss somebody. There's no expiration date on grief. Never, ever feel bad. After my nanny died. Oh, your grandmother passed away? I'm sorry. So back to business. I'm going to still be doing my crafts. Go ahead and get started on this. I'm not sure. Sophie, is there anybody that is going live tonight? Because I don't want to run this over. Thank you. And when I spoke about the butterflies and I looked at her, Amber's got great kids. And Amber might mess up, but I know how she is. Yes, 988. It's a national suicide hotline number, and you're never alone, ever. And it doesn't mean that you're crazy. Never would. Did I find the gingerbread houses? I can go look. I'm going to have to look. I don't want to do the real like graham cracker ones or anything. Your nickname's Butterfly. Absolutely. Have a beautiful Christmas. Enjoy, please. Them who we have lost want the best for us. I'll bring the puppy on in a second, babe. So please understand, everybody messes up. It takes a process to completely like evolve, kind of like a butterfly effect, to be in that cocoon. And then the best feeling and the most beautiful thing that you will ever see is that butterfly coming out of it and flying away. Thank you. I will. And speaking of Amber, she has some of the most amazing children, but her youngest daughter, I have a little bit of a heart for, a lot big of a heart, because when I knew her, she was just a little itty bitty thing. And we talked about everything, and I call her Angel Face. And I believe the last time I talked to her, she's kind of teenage like. Yes. And you know what she did? Amber was helping her do butterflies, raising them and stuff. And one of her butterflies, she named Patricia, and she let her go. So please give her a kiss for me, Amber, because I love her very, very much. And again, I'm very, very sorry for the interview that I did. It was in poor taste. I should not have done it. I knew exactly what I was doing at that time. So that sickness had nothing to do with it. I won't make excuses for that. I never should have done it. And I'm very, very sorry to anybody in the families that I hurt because of that. And I mean it. I didn't make a penny off of it. And I don't regret that at all. And Jen, you have never lost. There forever. And I'll continue to kick ass. I just am not going to be taking panel links. I mean, every now and then, maybe if it's for something fun, but I'm not taking any more links to defend people that don't give two craps with me or for me. I don't care. And to people that I have hurt and you guys don't trust that I will make a full journey and maybe it takes some time for you to heal, I understand that and I am okay with that. Time goes by so fast before you know it, your kids are grown and then you're a grandmother. I miss little babies. Oh, babies are cute. They're innocent. And speaking of innocence, also, children, fur babies, people with special needs, off limits. They cannot defend themselves. And I mean that for everybody. So on Sundays, I was talking to Brenna, as I said before, and on Sundays, what I'm going to be doing, because I do know some of the kiddos around in the community. ACB has 2 kids, 2 boys, and they're growing up. She did homeschooling. That's how her and I met. Why do I have to keep apologizing? Because it's growth, I guess. Right. And what I'm hoping is at some point in time, maybe they're not such a horrible, rotten channel or bunch of people, and maybe we'll realize that maybe it's time for them to plug off for a little bit. And to that content creator, there are people in that hive that I totally believe like other people in this community. So let them roam wherever the hell they want to go. So on Sundays, I'll be doing crafts for the kiddos. Brenda has a couple grandkids and stuff like that. And they used to call my lives a cup of boring. I wasn't dragging Virgie. I love Virgie. Just like I didn't yank Lisa Ann's wrench because I didn't like her. I love Lisa Ann. I have 0 problems with her. And I think Lisa Ann, as well as other people in the hive, should be able to go where the hell they want to go. And if they choose not to come in here, that's fine. I got tons of people that like me. So, Jules, here's what I provide for you. Here's the challenge. Because honestly, Jules, I'm always going to have the pecan ladies. But again, I'm not your meat and potatoes. I'm just somebody that came into the hive, and I will miss people that are in there for the rest of my life. Jules is going to tell the story to fit her narrative. Hey, Jen, I've been watching you for a long time. I do know who you are. You don't really know who I am because I'm always in the bushes. It's nice to see you in a healthy space. Keep doing your content. Thank you. I think I do know who you are, ish. Nobody dragged Virgie. What I said to Virgie is she's a wonderful person. I have 0 problems with her, that she's very giving. I didn't say anything bad to Virgie. So tell the narrative as you want to, Jules. I don't care because nobody believes you anymore. And there is no going real life. This is about as real life as you can get. If you guys ever feel the need or want to donate to my channel, and I will show receipts. Yes. And speaking of Lily, just to give you a small update, because I'm not going to be releasing a bunch of stuff, Lily's doing good. And Lily was in a bad place at the time. She had lost her mom and got sucked into a lot of internet drama, Jules. She also lost her mother, and she's doing great. She really is. She doesn't want a part of this stuff anymore. But I like Lily. I've known Lily for a long time. I didn't say anything bad about Virgie. I love Virgie. I have no problems with her. She helps out. She goes into everybody's room. She gifts memberships and stuff like that. This is just another reason to make a cash grab, Jules, in my opinion. And nobody's harassing you. It's called deflection. So you do you, Jules. You live your best life. And nobody likes Lindsay, and she's fine with that. A lot of people like Lindsay. And I wish you the best. I truly do. But don't talk about people's mental health. Do not talk about people's mental health issues, Jules. It's not fair. And nobody's bullying you or anything. Let Virgie say what she wants to say. Jules is just grasping for straws. Okay, if another mod can fix it, or Jen, please. I didn't mean to do that to Ari. What did you do to Ari? Hold on. Okay, show. Hold on, let me see if I can fix it. I always feel like when I go live, I'm like speaking to an audience. Okay, I think we got it. Be a user, put user. What did you do? Did you hide her? There's Ari. And Lily definitely is doing much better. I took a long break, but saw you live and just wanted to give you props. Thank you, Ari. And Lily can come back here. Lily is welcome to come back here. Jules was wrenched when she came in here. She was wrenched and she didn't stay here long enough. And believe you me, there were people in the chat that probably didn't like her and told her, come back. Just like I know that there are people in here that ran over to Rumble. Is she on Rumble right now? Probably. And if she's not, she will be. So tell your stories as much as you want, Jules. I don't care. Just leave me out of it. Is she really saying that I'm dragging Virgie? Let her say what she wants. And Virgie's welcome in here anytime that she wants to come in. I have zero problem with that. Just like I didn't yank Lisa Ann's wrench just to yank it. I believe that some of the people from the hive will end up coming back in. Every now and then a reign of terror leaves. And I shouldn't have almost gotten to the point where I was just like doubting my mental health and stuff like that. I'm never going to do that again. So let's go ahead and paint. Let's shoot the shit. Again, on Sundays, if any of the kiddos want to come in and watch me, and you got to keep it rated G, I'm going to be doing like kid crafts and stuff like that. Like I'm going to try to get in like a little cotton ball snowman. And do things like that. As soon as I get the watch hours in, I'm going to not be doing this like every single day because oh yeah, after today, I really don't give a shit. I really don't. She kicked me out of the hive. And that day, honestly, I cried because I was so freaking embarrassed. And I really cared about her, and I really care about the people in there. I was just hurt because I knew that people would turn on me, and they did. But you know what? She has mods that went after me. Spicoli and Habanero did nothing to me. I don't even talk to them anymore. I hurt them, I believe. But she left me because of my mods. I didn't leave her because of hers. And I really cared about her. I really did. But as soon as we broke up, it was back to the same thing. So it is what it is. I don't know if Kendra feels like she's weak. I just don't believe that Kendra and I should be treated like that. So let's go. I'm going to go ahead and get the puppy. Clint, do you have things you want to get done today, love? Okay, can you bring me puppy? I loved going in the hive. I'm not going to lie. I mean, I did like going in there. I didn't like some of the way that she spoke to me condescending, but I liked going in there. I coexisted with a lot of people in there that are trashing me now, but there are ladies in there that I'm always going to like. But this reign of terror that she's had for years, I'm not doing it. Hey, how have you been, beautiful? It's nice to see you again, for real. So what I'm going to be doing, hey, they're welcome in here. Like Virgie can come in here anytime she wants. Lindsay was a good mod for Jules. She was a very good friend. I don't know why y'all fell out, but she was a good mod. And I appreciate the support. There's been a lot of people that are just like, leave Jen alone. But I felt like I had the right to stand up for myself a little bit. Yeah. Hey, George. Speaking of George, I was a little bit of a sore loser last night. I had my moment. George, I have to show you something. I wanted my Christmas gift early, and I have to show you what Santa brought me this morning, George. I have to show you. Hold on for a second. George, you did a great live last night, by the way. I'll be right back. Is she sleeping for real? Okay. Where's my thing? Oh. And Clint didn't get me this. He really didn't. Santa got it for me. George, you did a great live last night. I'm going to do a shout out to Ohio Player. I don't believe it's George, but if it was George, I would be just as happy. Whoever is Ohio Player, they had 2 accounts in Reddit, and they cover me wonderfully, if that's a word. So I sent out a text to somebody who had been asking me what the hell I wanted for Christmas. So mine was only $25. I thought that there was a straw in it, but I'm just happy that I have one. George, I don't know what you've done to me or to this internet or community about these damn Stanley mugs, but mine was only 25. I didn't get the regular one because I didn't want to ask that person for that. But I did get a Stanley mug, George. So if you guys are looking, they do have them on Amazon. I actually was lucky enough. It was ordered last night and I got it today. And if I ever do win, George, I can tell you right now, the mug that I want is the one with Barbie on it. But for $25, if you guys don't want to pay the full amount for 35 or 50 or something like that, because I didn't want this person to like spend a shit ton of money. You can put a straw in here and it shuts. I myself like drinking with, I don't so much love the handles, but I do like this. And it's supposed to keep your stuff warm or cold for 12 hours. So thank you, George. You made me get a hard on for this. So I did get one. And I showed Clint when I got home. He goes, oh my God, it's the Stanley. I would also at some point in time like to do the giveaways. And George, you're doing great on your channel. You're already monetized. You did great. And I kind of like what George and I are doing. Julie did win. And Habanero or Jeff, if you are listening to this, I've known y'all for a year. Feel free to ever come back in. And I'm sorry if I disappointed y'all. Thank you. So if you guys ever want to donate to me ever, it is greatly appreciated, but not required because I am taking the channel seriously. It is $ Clint Brady. And I want to thank Star again because she had donated for some crafts and stuff like that. And yes, I will be reporting what I get. And I thank you guys very, very much. And there are 3 things about Jen that are never going to change. 1, I'm funny as hell. 2, I'm always going to wear toboggans. And 3, I will always rock a good hoop earring. The puppy is asleep. So Clint is just like, I don't want to deal with that. Let her sleep because she's got her days and nights mixed up. Savage says, I got home from shop with a cop and passed out and missed my opportunity for a Stanley. I'm not monetized. Oh, I'm not fully monetized. I'm just talking. Oh, you're not monetized. You know what I mean? You have over 500 people rocking out with your. I don't have a wish list. I only buy cat litter from Amazon. Hey, Sarah. And thank you. I've had people from IG that are very new to this community that like to go to different rooms and stuff like that. Thank you for your kindness. I really appreciate it. Christina says, I have my super banged up Hydro Flask, but it got skating stickers on it. Cruise and bowls, noodles, laces, bones, and berries. Awesome. Yours denounce. Hello, denounce wish. I have my pink Temu Stanley with a broken lid. Different strokes for different folks. I was able to get it was like $6. I got it from Amazon and it was kind of like a spray painted tie-dye one. I'll tell you what, that sucker kept things frozen for like 8 hours. It was good. So what would you guys like to see from me? I think we're going to stick with the crafts because I like them. Kendra, it's a charity where we take kids Christmas shopping with a cop. It's my favorite event. That's awesome. And to whom it may concern, I have a letter that I've been working with my therapist. I will be posting it and I will read it before I post it because I want you guys to tell me how it sounds. You know, a lot of people, they have skateboards and stuff like that or surfboards, and they like to go to like different areas and get stickers and stuff like that. Sometimes it's the stuff like that that's never freaking broken that people love to death. Kind of like my diaphragm. Kidding. I don't have a diaphragm. And I was never fixed either. Just so people know. George, I think you should do crafts with me one night. And if you guys haven't tried the diamond painting, that's also a really, really good thing. It's a nice diffuser. And this isn't because I'm petty or anything like that. I would like to know. I'm going to be doing butterflies and stuff like that for sure. But nobody owns the bee or anything. So I've also painted a little bee with googly eyes and stuff like that. This is a honeybee. This is not a wasp bee. So I'm painting this and I got little bee stickers. So if you would like to be added on one, I also have a butterfly that I'm finishing and I put little googly eyes on them. So if you would like a bee, you know, to be with me, and again, this isn't a wasp. This is not a mean bee. This is a happy bee. I have little bee things like this and I put my mods' names on them. And they have little googly eyes. So again, I like some of the people in the hive. And I hope at some point in time they feel comfortable enough to come back because I do believe that there might be a little bit of an issue for it. I don't know why her and I fell out, but Jules, I am asking. Just go on with your life. You do you, and I'll do me. And I don't know what kind of real life she's talking about, but this is about as real as you guys get. So this is a nice bee. This isn't a bee with a Venus. It has nothing to do with her. It has nothing to do with her. Because see, mine has the googly eyes. This is a totally different one. And I love it. And like I said, I've got the little chalkboard things that I bought. These are little itty bitty bees. If you would like your name on one, that's fine. And just so people know, it isn't just directed at a bee. I also have a dinosaur. I have dinosaur ones if you want to be part of my dinosaur thing. I have butterfly ones and I have regular flower ones. Hey, Silk Print. No, I don't get a Venus. I've got a cha-cha, not a Venus. Hey, Lauren Murray. I don't know, but I will tell you guys this, and this is not even a knock at her. I remember one time I went to, I was like upset with her about something. And they were like, what's happening? And this is like when I was getting real bad. And I was like, it's the bee. It's the bee. If you ever talk to any of your friends, like whatever, if you even bring up anybody, they look at you and they're like, because me and Clint were talking about that. And some of my friends have watched Jules and they like her. They're like, oh, the bee's really cute. I just don't talk about this stuff to anybody offline because they think I'm nuts. I'm puppy sitting and she got to go inside. So hit the like button. Hope y'all have. Are you going live tonight? Jen, you and Clint should go glue random googly eyes on things around town. My bestie and I do it, and it's a lot of fun. Girl, I got tons of googly eyes. I got tons of them. But did you guys remember, like back in the day, like this is, let's do you guys want to do a trivia about Jen? How about that? Like, do you guys remember the video that I did with the dancing trucker? My therapist drinks more than me after I told her about my YouTube drama, right? I talked to my therapist about it, not too much, but he was able to confirm that I did have a nasty nervous breakdown, and he helps me. He really does, because he was telling me that like all the stuff that I was doing when I first saw him before I got in trouble. And he was like, Jen, I really wanted you to go to inpatient. Apparently a lot of people wanted me to go, but I was just too far gone. Okay. So the first question is, who was part of the Pink Ladies? And who was the reason I ended the Pink Ladies? And Savage, if you're in here, I was being a petty spaghetti and I ended it because Savage dressed up like the Pink Lady. So you can name three people from the Pink Ladies. And two of them mod for me. Yes. Jane. Julie, yes, and Cheryl. You got it right. So this is back when I used to do the Cup of Gens, and when Clint was in Folsom Prison for 3 months, I took our car in to get it serviced, and there was a trash bag full of freaking food. Do you guys remember that when the trash? I know. Yep, Sylvia was. But do you guys remember that? That's when Raquel was in there. And remember, we used to talk about Scott Baio. George, like I was also a Pink Lady. And people keep bringing up that damn cheesecake thing. I don't give a shit about that. And I don't care if George went and got 500 cheesecakes. If he thought the cheesecake was delicious and amazing, by all means. So don't bring up the past about that shit either. George, I hope you enjoyed your cheesecake. I have zero whatever about it. And there's so many people I've talked to behind the scenes, and we're good. Yes, the garbage. Remember when I went to the what was that place? Oh, when I went to the sex toy place and I found Farrah's thing. It was about as big as the fire hydrant. You remember that? And all the Jungle Gym stuff. The only reason I was pissed off about it is because this person knew. My mom used to make them. My mom made them. And if this thing, whatever, it was able to raise money, it's fine. But Jules did it in like mean spirits, and she keeps bringing that shit up about George. And it's like, you don't think that I don't know? Yes, Jungle Gyms. And the duck beats. And the parodies. It was fun. And some of the stuff we're going to be doing again. Just not the Jen take a panel kind of thing with me. When Clint was in Folsom for 3 months, I will tell you what, it definitely was the Pink Ladies in my IG group of friends. We had freaking We had fun. I will always support someone's higher education. And believe you me, clearly I went to college and I probably should know better because me getting in trouble, pretty much any job that I wanted to do, I actually went to college and I went online and I'm proud of it. And I have my degree over there. I was going to college because I wanted to help younger people and helping them out. The early days were a lot of fun. You can always resurrect the stuff like that. I'm gonna start doing my field trips again. I'm gonna start doing my cup of gens. I'm doing all of it. I'm just doing it in a better headspace, and it's gonna be more fun because I believe that, a lot of us, and even the subs, I hate saying the subs, I just kind of say our friends, but a lot of the subs, they're OGs. They've been around for a long time, like Julie. Beauty school dropout. Right. I didn't say anything when she doxed my 6th grade picture. My 6th grade picture was doxed. Yes, I believe we all have come full circle. That was from Greece. I know what it means, but it was from Greece. Okay, so even if you go outside the line, you can still let it dry and you can go, you can paint over it and it's fine. Lauren Marie, you know why I like Lauren Marie? Because Lauren Marie has curly hair and I don't. And I secretly hate her every day because of it. No, I don't. But and she works her ass off too. Laura Marie works her damn ass off. I have an immense amount of respect for you, girl. George, here's another reason I like you is because you wore that Tupac shirt. I have that Tupac shirt. And what's weird is Amber brought up that Billie Eilish or whatever thing. I have that shirt too. There is nothing wrong with going to Target and getting these band shirts. So what do you guys think so far? It looks pretty damn good. And what I'm going to do when I get done, I'm just going to finish with this and we can do this tomorrow, is I'm going to bling it out. My hair was straight as all before chemo and it came back curly. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Lauren. I didn't even ask. Well, your hair looks great. Yes, Target is life. Where might all the cat crafts be hiding? Well, if Raquel can hear this, Raquel, if you ever come back, please come back and visit me. Julie, I know you were friends with her. Jen, are you on a computer or laptop? I'm on a laptop. You want to go? Are we going to be fornicating today? So every day we'll be doing a craft. I would like to ask people, like if you go to the Dollar Tree, they also have crafts at Walmart and stuff like that. Come in, if you want to go ahead, I can drop the link because I'm going to be finishing this up really, really quick. If anybody wants to come up on panel, I'd really appreciate it. If not, well, actually, we'll do this tomorrow. You want to go somewhere? What? Oh, okay. Hey, Debbie. Thank you for coming in. I miss you. I hope you're doing good. And to one other person that I won't mention, I know that you're very wary of things that have happened. I know that I hurt you. Please know that I'm sorry. And come back in anytime that you want, or come in. You haven't been in here yet. I still love all the peeps I met because of you and Dom. Oh my gosh, Dom Naughty. Oh my gosh, I have that cowboy hat, the peen hat. Do you remember that? The peen hat? Oh my God. Are we going to fornicate today or not? Let's just get it out. I want a jump rope today. I just feel like we've all come full circle. Yes, the peen hat. Debbie, how have you been doing, hon? Sorry, I went over an hour, guys. My bad. Yes, the peen hat. I think I still have it. That Laura Marie, I have son close going through chemo. I'm thinking of shaving my head to show support. Is that weird? No, there's nothing wrong weird with that. A lot of people, if they're friends or family members, they have cancer and stuff like that, they'll shave their head. I tried to call you a few times. Debbie, I called you back. I did try to call you back. It went directly to your voicemail. That's how it was before. And if anybody sees Dorita around, tell her to come in. Straight hair comes from round hair follicle. Curly comes from oval. Chemo changes the hair. Wow. I did not know that. Misliability, not weird at all. No, a lot of people do that. Exactly what Jules forgets that you came to YouTube with the phone. I did. My cousin comes in here, a childhood friend that actually her father's the one who got me out of the household that I was in and can verify I ate spaghetti noodles. She comes in here now and then. But you guys have been really, really cool about making people feel welcome. My cousin really, really likes y'all. Like when she came up and when she was talking about it just, you guys have been wonderful. I'm odd for a 250K member, Curly Girl. Yep. Crime Stories Obsessed, Emmy, sorry. Emma. I was the first person that subscribed to her channel. Me and Clint were. Have I what?
See my hoodie or no?
What hoodie?
The Broncos one.
Where did you put it? Oh, let me show them my slippers real quick. Okay, these are some slippers from Amazon. I had Death in the Family call you when I get back. Okay, Debbie, I love you. How's your son-in-law? Is he doing better? You can get these at Amazon. I should have gotten a size 9 instead of an 8. But you can get these for, how much did we get them for?
They're Christmas gifts.
Yeah, they're a Christmas gift. They were $13, but look how comfortable they are. So they have this really thick, like right here, it feels like you're walking on a dream, not lying. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Debbie. Well, do you want me to go with you? I'm going to go with you. We're going to go ahead and wrap this live up. Debbie, if you want to call me, that's fine. They are toasty. I want to thank everybody for coming in. I love you, Debbie. I'm very sorry. So nobody was trashed today. Nobody was harassed today. The best thing that I can say is we do have Christmas. I believe that's what she also brought up. Practice what you preach with the holidays and things coming up. Please understand that a lot of people are going through a lot of things. Yeah, it's through Amazon, honey. I can get you a pair for Christmas. Do you want a pair for Christmas, Lindsay? I'll get them for you. Have a great day, Jen. I'm getting a new couch and recliner. Okay. So let's go ahead and close in prayer again. Whether you believe or not, that's no matter and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and pray. Father, thank you for our day. Thank you for everything in our day. Please forgive us for the sins that we've committed. Please watch over Miss Debbie. She's gone through a loss in the family. There are 2, I'll say hidden people because I don't want to bring them up, that have gone through losses. Please watch over my mom and my dad, and please watch over anybody that's in here, their relatives that are in heaven. Please continue to watch over our community, continue to block all evil and keep all of us safe. Father, please give me the strength to continue. I know that I'm not perfect, but help me out in doing things. And in our heavenly precious name we pray. Amen. I want everybody to have a good day. Protect your mental health. Learn to love people. Learn to love yourself. Again, if you have to write it on a post note, write one good thing about yourself. Write it in lipstick. Write it on a Post-it note. It doesn't matter. Thank you, Sophie. Remind yourself. And if you can't think of one good thing about yourself, hit me up on jen.bailey on IG or jenler100@gmail.com. And I'll tell you 3 things that are great about you. If you see an older woman that can't get her groceries in the car, help her out. It takes 2 seconds. And believe you me, God watches everything, and he would be very proud of you. Hold the door open for somebody. Just one thing could change that person's life for the day, and it'll make you feel a lot better. So hit the like button on the way back or comment on the way out. You guys have a good day. Peace and chicken grease. And thank you to the mods. You guys take care. Bye.